Our southern counties, including Kalamazoo and Calhoun, did get the heaviest rainfall that started yesterday and went into this morning. This is video from earlier today in Kalamazoo, and it does show some minor flooding on Crosstown Parkway between Mills and Pitcher Streets.
Plus, a portion of Forest Street between Park and Rose Streets also closed. Cars were still attempting to drive through flooded roads, and city officials say don't try to drive around the barricades.
So how much rain did we get since it started falling? Chief Meteorologist George Lessons joins us with the answer.
We certainly got a lot of rain in the areas that we expected to see that rain. Fortunately, no hurricane type flooding, but certainly nuisance flooding nonetheless. Since midnight, some areas to the south, another 1 to 3 inches, especially from Detroit on over toward Lansing, down toward Kalamazoo. We've had 9/10 of an inch here in Grand Rapids since midnight. But when you add up all of the rain that fell yesterday evening, we have some rainfall reports there in Marshall approaching 6 inches, Hazlitt almost 5.5, also over 5 inches of rain in Jackson and the Parma areas, Battle Creek 3.5. So many areas seeing soaking rains here in West Michigan. It is not quite over, but the bulk of the heavy rain is over. You can see another one of those hurricane, what was left of Burl, hurricane feeder bands coming down from the north on the very western edge of the storm as it's now moved into southeastern Canada. What we're tracking next for our weather is a little low pressure system which is out in Iowa. May pop up a shower later on tomorrow evening, but for the most part we have a dry and warm weather pattern. Very tropical outside. Right now we're in the mid 70s, including 75 here in Grand Rapids, and dew points remain stubbornly high. And as skies clear tonight, there's a possibility of some fog in the morning, so you might have to deal with that after the rain. We'll have more on what's ahead for the weekend. Any more storms? That's a little later on.
Rain was still coming down earlier this afternoon, and this is what it looked like as one of our crews drove through Fruitport in Muskegon County.
Yeah, we did see a lot of rain over the past 24 hours or so, depending on where you were, but things are going to be drying out soon.
And we're wondering when we could see that break in the clouds. Hopefully, not all week.
Yeah, how about some sunshine for tomorrow?
Okay, we'll do that.
Yes,
how's that?
easy enough.
We're just not going to get a break from the tropical humidity and heat. Yeah, that's sticking around. Absolutely. But some sun is starting to break loose at the lakeshore right now, guys. We still have a little bit of light rain out here on the weather deck, still expected. 13 weather ball is blinking bright because a few early showers inland early tonight, and then skies will clear. Watch out for some fog in the morning. It's also red, a warmer and just as humid day ahead. Insert sponsor here. As far as the lakeshore, we've got clearing skies there. Some rain out at the airport coming down quite heavy, and we're seeing skies starting to clear across the western portions and southwestern parts. This area of rain is one of the feeder bands wrapping around what was once Barrow, which is now over into Ontario province, and these are wrapping around from the north. So a couple of more hours of some showers, wet weather before skies clear. Now the next weather pattern that we're going to be looking at is this little low pressure system that's just kind of spinning in through here. That maybe you have enough spin here during the day tomorrow to pop up a shower in the early evening hours. But skies are going to clear this evening. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some fog around the area, so that may impact your morning travel. Just keep that in mind. And then tomorrow evening, you can see some clouds starting to pop up right in there. That could be a possibility of a shower toward Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, on over toward Lansing for an hour in the evening. And then skies clear. We may have to deal with some fog again on Friday morning. After that, we've got some nice weather going through the weekend. We do have one chance of seeing some showers and storms overnight Saturday night and again Sunday night. That is not a change to any of the forecasts. As far as rainfall, again, we're going to stay basically dry until Saturday night. There's that one little pop-up shower that is tomorrow evening, if that indeed does happen, but we deserve a chance to at least dry out now for the next several days. Temperatures are going to start moderating a little bit starting in the middle of next week. You'll see that in our 10-day forecast. A higher chance for a little bit cooler than our average high of 83. You'll see upper 70s and low 80s, so that's not terrible. And in terms of rainfall, we're going to be just outside of the highest risk for rainfall. That's basically over the southern 2/3 of the country. We're going to be right on the northern edge of that. Forecast then for tonight along the lakeshore, skies will become clear with some fog. Watch out for that, especially late tonight, low and mid 60s. Here in the inland areas, an early evening shower. Skies will then clear, and then likely we'll get some fog, low 60s here. And here in the greater Grand Rapids area, similar, an evening shower, and then that will end with some clearing skies and some early morning fog. 13 on your side forecast. We'll climb from up to near 80 tomorrow. That's about 5 degrees warmer than today. 83 on Friday. Both those days hazy and humid. 88 on Saturday. Best chance for storms will be Saturday night, and a lower chance for Sunday night into Monday morning. No change there. Next week, you can see a little bit cooler, a little bit drier. And the good news is, guys, we have better hair days starting next to Thursday as the humidity leaves us, at least for 2 or 3 days.
Wait, I really need it better.
Yeah, so we just have to wait a week. So everybody at home,
always
just
hope.
understand the hair might
Hang
not
in
be
there.
perfect this week. Thanks, George.
Still very humid here in West Michigan, but most of the rain from what's left over of Beryl has moved out of the area. We still have some lingering showers. We're on the very western fringe of what's left of that storm. 13 weather ball tonight is blinking bright. Few more hours of these scattered showers in sight, and the skies will clear. It's also rad, a warmer but still humid day ahead.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse.
This evening, I'm going to give Derek and Julie a yellow paw for Binks to go out for a walk this evening. 74 very humid degrees. Green paw after that, so don't have to wipe off Binks's paws later on tonight or tomorrow morning. Might have a little bit of fog though. Still very comfortable, low 60s in the morning. A lot more sunshine tomorrow, 8.6 out of a 10-point scale for our green energy report. Just by the virtue of the sun alone, but the winds are going to be fairly light, and that's the reason why we've got a chance of some fog the next couple of mornings with all this humidity and rain left over and skies clearing on out. The storm system itself is now moved into southeastern Ontario province, moving away from it, but we still have those feeder bands coming down from the north, and we still have a couple of showers here in the greater Grand Rapids area, and we're going to see those move on out a little bit later on this evening. So as skies clear, we will see a little bit of fog developing. Now back in Iowa, we're looking at some showers possibly moving on in later on tomorrow as that little low pressure system just kind of sneaks on in. Let's go through it hour by hour. There's this clearing skies this evening, and then we will see those a little bit of fog in the morning with those light and variable winds. Later on in the afternoon into the evening, a couple of pop-up showers coming up out of Illinois and Indiana. Not going to affect the greater Grand Rapids area, but for the most part, those will push to our east, and we've got a dry weather pattern coming up until Saturday night. This is the rain that's coming in here later on tomorrow evening, just a few hundredths of an inch over toward the Battle Creek area, and then that's it. We'll stay dry until Saturday night. Long range outlook says from the 18th through the 24th, we will see temperatures close to that average high of 83, at least a higher chance for that. And we'll see an equal or a higher chance for less precipitation during that 7-day period. That's just beyond our 10-day forecast. Forecast then for tonight along the lakeshore, clearing skies, some fog developing, low and mid 60s with that light west wind becoming calm. Northern areas, maybe a shower for the next 2 hours, and then skies will clear. We'll see some fog develop, low 60s, and here in the greater Grand Rapids area, low 60s as well as the evening showers clear on out before the fog moves on in. 13 on your side forecast. Hazy and humid all the way through our 10-day forecast until next Wednesday, and then we will see basically temperatures climb into the upper 80s on Saturday, 86 on Sunday, and then a chance of a storm Sunday night into Monday. No change to the weekend forecast, and you can see where some of that cooler and drier air come on in. That is for Wednesday through Friday of next week, so hair should be enjoying that a little bit better than it is right now because it's still very humid out there.
Yeah, once again, sorry to all the viewers out there for the next week. It'll get better. Thanks so much, George.
George, the rain is not quite finished yet here at the station. You're standing out there with the umbrella, and I can hear it coming down on the roof.
Yeah, I thought, it was just going to sprinkle here the rest of this evening. No, we got a good shower. Everything on the weather deck is wet. But these are going to move on out, and I think in the morning, Juliet, we may have to deal with some fog.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very juicy air out here.
It really
and
is.
That's not going away anytime soon, even though the showers will depart this evening. 13 weather ball is blinking bright for the evening showers before they end, and skies clear tonight. It's also red. We have a warmer Thursday ahead.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse.
And rain continues to fall. Temperatures continue to rise. We made 76 this afternoon here in Grand Rapids. Warm spot 78 over in Muskegon. Not our average high. Certainly not as warm as last year. Nonetheless, came within 1 degree of our forecast high, and we've done that now 6 days in a row. And the rain continues to fall. Yep, we're right under that little yellow dot right there, northwest side of Grand Rapids. That's that rain coming down here on the weather deck. It's the outer edge of what's left over of Hurricane Beryl, which is now in southeastern Ontario province. Skies already clearing toward the lakeshore. And we will see clear skies, light winds, and with all this humidity in the air, good likelihood there could be some fog in the morning, not only tomorrow morning, but Friday morning as well. Next weather system, little low pressure system right there. Got severe weather down in Missouri. That's not heading in our direction. But what's left over from that may get into southwest lower Michigan tomorrow evening. There's that shower right now moving through the greater Grand Rapids area. And for another couple of hours off to the northeast of us. So then skies clear, looking at maybe some light fog in the morning. Tomorrow afternoon, we got lots of sunshine, and then this is in the evening. Notice a couple of those pop-up showers. We'll have to keep that in the forecast for tomorrow evening, but during the day, it should be dry in 90% of our viewing area. Clear skies again tomorrow night. Could be some more fog in the morning because winds will be very light and variable, and lots of sunshine expected here on Friday and Saturday as well. We will still see that chance of a storm come in overnight Saturday night. No change in the forecast there. But you can see where that chance of a storm would be tomorrow, right in through here, northeast of Kalamazoo near Battle Creek, another 1/4 of an inch. All of that coming in the early evening before skies clearing out. Notice the rest of our viewing area. It's going to stay dry. Temperatures and dew points are going to remain stubbornly high. We'll be climbing into the low 80s tomorrow and 70s early on Friday before we get to the up 80s once again. Dew points stay in the 60s. So for tomorrow, look for some morning fog, afternoon haze and sunshine, mid and upper 70s, a little warmer than today. Northern areas, upper 70s to near 80, perhaps again some morning fog and some hazy sunshine in the afternoon. Similar here in the greater Grand Rapids area, dry up until early evening, so the day will be dry. Highs right around 80. 13 on your side forecast. 83 on Friday, 88 on Saturday. Overnight showers and storms Saturday night. Should be dry on Sunday with a storm possible again Sunday night and Monday. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, very humid before we finally get a break. The humidity goes away starting Thursday and lasts all the way into next weekend.